بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه وسلم تسليما كثيرا وبعد. Inshallah, today we'll be looking at the second part of Tanween, which is Al-Kasratan, the two Kasra. As you can see here that we have some explanation in this place. So in this first part of the box, we have Ta Kasrati, Nun Sukun, Tin. So the Kasratan, it has the in pronunciation, the IN. It has the IN ending. So this will be Ta Kasratan, Tin, Tin, Ta Kasratan, Tin. So the way it is pronounced here is also the same way in this space. This is Tin, here too is also Tin. So here will be Jin, Jin, Din, Din. So this we have Bin, Thin, Khin, Rin, Yin. In these, there are some explanation with regards to this. As you can see that this Kesratan in this place, they are equal in length. They are equal. Unlike this, they are not equal in length. The first one is somehow not the same thing with the second in writing. So there are reasons for that. This means that the pronunciation is the same thing, but uh, it is the letter that will come after these letters with this kesra, where kesratan is what will lead us to know if this should be written or this should be written. But in pronunciation, let's know that they're all the same. So in the future lessons, we'll be explaining it to us, inshallah. Why do we have something like this? These tenwin that are not equal, and this one that are equal. So what are the reason for that? These are only found in the Quran. They are found in the Quran. So the Quran will make use of this type of tenwin, and likewise the Quran will also make use of this type of tenwin. But in the Arabic book, they just make use of this alone. This alone is used. This alone is used. So in pronunciation, there will be bin, gin, shin, qin, fin. This is also kasratan. The meme here represents the second kasra. So they are all pronounced as the in. They have the in ending. So this has some words that we have in this place, and we'll be taking that inshallah. So here we have naba'in. It's pronounced as the in. Naba'in, hama'in, shu'abin, baitin, mukthin, bahijin, hilyatan. As you can see also, the fathatan there is not equal in writing. They are not equal. They are pronounced as an, but they have different way of writing it in different position, but they all have the same pronunciation. Aidin, Hanidin, Surin, Zanimin, Unasin, Gawashin, Huzuwan. As we discussed before now, that the Fathatan always have alif al mad. Most of the time, it has alif al mad. But it is just in some letters that if such letter has Fathatan, it will not have alongside with it alif al mad, and that is mainly to this ta al magbuta, this closed ta. Had it been it is the open ta, then it will have the alif al mad. But as it is a closed ta, this is part of the exception in which fathatan will not have alif al mad in this type of case. So this will not have alif al mad. Unlike this, it has alif al mad. So here will be huzuwan, وزنا لوط حفيظ جوع سببا جرف علقة مددا ظليل معروف تدميرا. So the next page is also the same thing. There are also examples from the Quran, and we'll be taking that also. كاهن مستخف مطاع حولا حرضا غهط صنعا فلك خبرا كأسا وكيلا حديث عالية تبديلا ليوم سمين حسان هربا جدر مهاجرات ركاب مصرفا مسجدا قطمير. طا is part of the 5 letters, the حروف القلقلة. قطمير دافق. In this part we have words, 3 words or more than that, so we'll be taking them also. So we have in this place فمكث غير بعيد. فمكث غير بعيد فاسأل به خبيرا. فاسأل به خبيرا نذقه من عذاب أليم. نذقه من عذاب أليم. ترغب في عين حمئة. ترغب في عين حمئة ولملئت منهم رعبا. ولملئت منهم رعبا مثل نوره كمشكاة مثل نوره كمشكاة أدخلني مدخل صدق أدخلني مدخل صدق وأوحي إلى نوح وأوحي إلى نوح جئنا بكم لفيفا جئنا بكم لفيفا. The last page I'll be taking will be this to end it on تنوين الكسرة لكسرتان. These also are examples from the Quran, so we'll be taking them all in one breath. وأخرى يابسات بسلام آمنين يخوض في حديث ولا تحين مناص لعلى خلق عظيم في الفلك المشحون بحور عين تجارة حاضرة نبأه بعد حين والقمر إذا تلاها ومثل كلمة خبيثة لبنا خالصا بعجل حنيذ ذي ثلاث شعب لا يفلح الكافرون يعوذون برجال الأرض مهادا وليال عشر ومتاعا إلى حين ميثاقا غليظا كيدهم في تضليل وهداه إلى صراط ذو فضل عظيم في مقام أمين بيوتا غير مسكونة يهدي به كثيرا بِغُلَامٍ عَلِيمٍ. So by this, we've completed the revision, the examples from the Quran on al-mudud, the three types of mud, likewise sukun and also tanween on fatha, the first part of tanween. So the forthcoming lessons will be the third part of tanween, which is the dummatan, and some examples from the Quran on dummatan. So we order ourselves to revise it a lot, so that it will be easy for us uh, to know what's in the future lessons of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Make it easy for us all. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.